Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1 and welcome to Boots on the Ground. If you have anything you could add, send it to Southern Prepper 1, Southern Prepper, the number 1 at yahoo.com. That's the only email I use. So if you see any scammers in the comment section asking you to send them something, do not. Southern Prepper 1 at yahoo.com. And I will not ask you for money ever. So don't fall for their tricks. This is greetings from Eastern Long Island. The Walmart 4-pack of store brand chicken recently jumped from $8 to $10 for the 4-pack. Also, the instant oatmeal I've been buying normally is a 10-pack. It has been reduced to an 8-pack and the price has remained the same. This is Manitoba, Canada. Butter prices are climbing. It is $8.09 for a pound of salted butter, and this is at a superstore, very similar to Walmart. Their eggs that they've been getting just went up. They buy them from a local farm. They're $9 for 18 eggs. They also said a reminder that bananas can be used as an egg substitute in baking. Bananas taste really good as egg substitutes in brownies, pancakes, and muffins. Applesauce is also a good egg replacement. Also, a 2% gallon milk up there in Canada is $5.29 at Walmart and $6 at the local co-op grocery store. This person said, my girlfriend had a hip replacement and reconstructed work on a bone. Her husband went to get the medication at the Rite Aid pharmacy, and the pharmacy was closed due to no pharmacists available. This is going on everywhere. I'm getting multiple every day of pharmacies being closed early or not even open at all because they don't have enough workers. This is the French bread that's made at Walmart. It usually sells for $1. Today I went in, it was $1.78. Major inflation. So that'd be 78% inflation just on that loaf of bread. I was in Northwest Georgia. I was shopping at Aldi's and no eggs. This person lives in South Florida. I went to Home Depot last night to get pool chlorine and shock package. I was wondering, yeah, South Florida, you still are pretty good with swimming. I got to check out and the box of chlorine rang up $30. I was just there 2 weeks ago and they were $24 a box. There's 4 gallons to a box. I said to the guy that something is wrong and he looked it up and verified the price was correct. The boxes were $12.99 10 years ago and went up to $16 after that and stayed there until 2 years ago. Even the shock packets used to be $5. Now they're $10. This is out of control anymore. Everything's out of control with inflation because that's just the name of inflation. When you start down that slippery slope, it is hard to get it under control. I think you need to let your viewers know that 90% of the medication and or ingredients come from China and India. We are in an economic war with China that may go hot, and India is going to join BRICS. Medication will likely not be available at any price in the very near future. One way to mitigate this problem is to order from a source called alldaychemist.com. alldaychemist.com. They're an Indian base, but no prescription is required. You can stock up on antibiotics and other meds through them. It takes 4 to 6 weeks on average to receive your order, but it's a solution. It's better than not having any. Time is not on our side for preparing, and people should not wait. One day soon, it will be the last day to get what you need. And you need to seek medical advice from your doctor and check all state, local, federal laws before you order through this company. Pennsylvania, we got heating oil in January of this year. It was $3.24 a gallon. I ordered some on Friday. It is now $5.79 a gallon. That's a $2.55 increase in 10 months. As you all know, the incident with the Baltic Sea and the Russian and Ukrainian, the Russians said they are going to suspend the agreement to let Ukraine ship grains and other food outside of the country. So this is definitely driving up the grain prices this morning. I heard that grain ships are continuing to move, but we don't know for how long. This is from Tennessee. Their 6-month insurance was increased on a 2020 Ford Ranger truck, 15.5% increase. There was no change in the coverage, it was just an increase because it costs more to repair vehicles now. Just want to inform your viewers of the Wally Clipper Sterling, Illinois facility, WAHL Clipper Sterling. They let go 48 employees, so more layoffs occurring. Last week, my grandmother became unresponsive and was rushed to the local ER in Olympia, Washington. She ended up in the ER for 3 days before she was given a room. This is the second time this has happened in the past 4 months. And for whatever reason, all of my family members are in shock that this happened. They get angry at the hospital and the type of care the ER does not give. But they don't realize that this is the normal issue all over the country. I've tried in the past to talk about it, but none of them will listen. I'm accused of following media-driven fear hype. Nothing can be done about their unwillingness to listen or see what's going on. We are in Southern California high desert, and I have a diesel truck. We're elderly, so we don't drive much. We filled up last week at $6.79 a gallon. I've been a prepper since I was in my 20s. So, elderly people are prepping, and they're prepping hard, but they're prepping on fixed incomes. Hopefully a lot of them, and I've talked to them, they have done a lot already, and that's what's saving them. If you're an elderly person now and you're just started prepping and putting back, it's going to be very hard with the cost of inflation. But I don't want to discourage you. Do something. I've been a realtor for 18 years. Home prices are beginning to go down a little. The last 2 years, many people have been priced out of the markets who wanted to buy a home. A home that was $120,000 a few years ago has gone up to $300,000 and over. This is not the most alarming information. A couple of days ago, I spoke with the mortgage lender I've used for many years. While talking to me, she told me that the majority of foreclosures are happening with Caucasian elderly. Due to the increase in living expenses like food, utilities, and medicine, they are falling behind in their mortgages and going into foreclosure. Encourage your audience to pray for the elderly. I live in a rural area of North Carolina. My small neighborhood community of 4 houses all share the same well. Several years ago, we set up a fund that everyone would put money into the savings for repair in the future. We have been blessed that up to this point, issues have been small, and we just were able to make simple repairs or patches. Well, this summer, this day came. The well pump shorted out and had to be replaced. Our well is over 500 feet deep, so a do-it-yourself job was not going to work. I had to call in professional, and almost $3,000 later, in 4 days, we had water again. This drained every cent from the saving community well account and did not leave enough to repair the well house, as it had to be torn off to get the boom crane truck in to access the well pipe. So since then, we had just had a tarp over it to keep the rain out. Now, with winter approaching, I knew we'd have to get a new roof and re-insulate everything soon. None of my neighbors had any money to contribute, so I got stuck with the $400 lumber bill and took 2 days off work to do the needed repairs. The wife and I have been trying to dig our own well ever since the pump burned out, so we could see, because we could see the apathy of the matter that other neighbors had towards the situation. So basically, what they're saying is, if you use any services that you have to share with other people and you don't have total control over it, you might want to start looking for solutions, whatever it be. Because as people get more desperate, as people can't afford things, you're going to be left, if you want things to be fixed, paying the majority of that bill. This is Western North Carolina. I've been insulated here for a while. Prices up on everything, and there's shortages, but few outages. The Dollar General I used to be a manager of has closed until further notice. They just could not keep enough employees to keep it open. I think they sent the employees to another store to keep one store open. So she was a manager at this store, and then I guess she left, and this store has since closed up. Lack of people. Bit of good news. I am currently retired, and my wife is disabled. After years of preparations, we have a little bit extra to spare. So we are in the process of working with a local church to find someone in need that we can essentially adopt for a year and provide them with the assistance they need, be it food, fuel, or just general survival. We expect nothing in return other than once the person we help for a year goes on, they will go on to help someone else. We live in a different world that you and I grew up in. I'm 68 and an old jarhead, but I truly admire your efforts to identify positive things to report. So hopefully this will be one, and with luck it will catch on, and some of your more established and fortunate viewers will adopt the same strategy. Yes, if you can help people, help people. Be wise. You know, I don't want anybody being taken advantage. There's a lot of people that will scam you, and they're really not in need. So you have to do a lot of digging to make sure that the need is really a need. The diesel shortage is very real. We've been on rations for a little over 2 weeks. When the yard guys are prepping the tractors for line haul each night, they only allowed to put 1/2 of a tank in, so only getting half a tank. The drivers will have to find a truck stop to purchase fuel if they need more on their run. Every Friday night our pumps are locked, so none of the drivers can fill their tanks while we are dark or closed for the weekend. Last week the pumps were even locked as soon as the yard crew was finished prepping the evening line haul tractors during the week. So this week has been, or last week was bad, and they're worried about this coming week. Freight has been down all year. I expect the company to have to cancel bid runs that are not completely full to conserve fuel in the coming weeks. Canceling a bid causes the driver to have to use a vacation time if he or she still wants to get paid a wage. We haven't got to official layoffs yet, but a perfect storm is brewing. The next few weeks are not going to be pretty. The entire trucking industry will be in trouble when it hits. Even though we all know that times are getting bad, most people that I know still have no idea how bad things could get in the near future. Also, my local gas station, the closest one to my house, it was out of diesel yesterday. They're out of diesel today. They're hoping to get some tomorrow. I called her and talked to her, and she point blank said there was no diesel fuel at the terminal for them to get. Deflation begins. That's the title of this. Costco has announced a price cut on their 6-pack of canned chicken. They went to $16 2 months ago. Today they took them back to $13. And that is for a 6-pack, so that is really a good deal. So if you're still needing some chicken to stock up, canned chicken, this is where you go. This would be Costco. I don't know if it's nationwide or if it was just this one store. I went to my local grocery store and bought some sliced water chestnuts in a can. The store brand can all expired December of 2021. The name brand was still good through late 2025, so check different brands for better use by dates. In a release on Thursday, the Oregon Public Utility Commission said residents will see a gradual bump in their bill over the next 6 months. From November 1st to next March, residential customers will experience a 14.4% increase in their monthly bill on average. They also went on to say that commercial customers will be paying a 23.2% increase, and industrial customers will start paying a whopping almost 40% increase. They blame the increase on the climbing gas prices, and I bet you that would be more of the natural gas prices. So, more additional costs. Per the pickup manager at our local Walmart, substitutions will no longer be made, and you get the substitution at the original cost. So, if you want substitutions, you make sure you click it, but if they do make a substitution and they put a more expensive product on there, you will be paying the higher price. Before, you get a substitution and they would give you another product, and usually it was a name brand because we would order a generic or a Walmart brand and we would always get a better product. So that was a great thing when you pick up your groceries. But now you'll be paying whatever the price is that they put in your bag. This is Arkansas milk. My wife and I get milk by a half gallon and always drink it for the expiration date. The last 3 jugs we bought have gone really bad, about 4 to 5 days before the expiration date. This is from someone that said we're already seeing rationing on the North Carolina-Tennessee state lines, and this is in regards to diesel. This person lives in Scottsdale, Arizona. There's 29 fulfillment centers in Arizona for Amazon. The past 3 orders of mine have been delayed. My orders start out saying I'll get my package the next day. However, the tracking information will update the next day, and the time of the orders are delayed 2 to 3 times for later in the day or another day. I've never had this problem before, and I've always got my orders the same or the next day. So definitely something going on with Amazon. Maybe they don't have enough workers to pull. I don't know. This is from Connecticut. Usually Connecticut's been good. I've actually reported on people saying that grocery stores are fine, but Burger King in Connecticut, no fries or onion rings at lunchtime today. They ran out. I've never seen that before, and I've eaten at this Burger King since I was 4, and I'm 30 now. This person is outside of Colorado Springs, Colorado. I think that's where they are. Colorado for sure. I'm near 70 and I live on Social Security. I was shopping for groceries and my health insurance gives me $130 a month for healthy food, so that's awesome. And basically she was about $20 short, it sounds like, and the man behind her paid the additional cost. So that was awesome. She also said, last year, a man in front of me in line at McDonald's drive-thru paid for my order. They are still really good people out there. They say the grocery stores are fairly full here. Prices are up. I've been stocking up for over a year. Remember, this is a lady almost, I believe it's a lady, I'm not sure, that's 70 years old. I live in a one-bedroom apartment, and I'm running out of space. There are many seniors in my area. They're not acting like anything is different at all. This is over-the-counter medicine in Hawaii. I had a rash, so the doctor told me to take Zyrtex. It's an over-the-counter medicine. I had to pay $40 for 60 pills. I thought I'd send you some good news here at our home front. We try to make homemade pizza, the crust too, on Friday nights. This is a good opportunity for my 3 daughters to help and to learn how to bake and cook, and it also helps mom out. So we're having fun and we're doing family things together. So if you guys got a family, spend quality time doing things together. And doing this teaches these young girls how to make food, and that's important. A lot of people go through life and they really don't know how to cook. They sent me a picture of the pizza and it looked superb. It actually made me very, very hungry for pizza. This person says, we have shopped for 6 years at the Aldi's in North Carolina. Today we were at the store about 1 p.m. Normally Sunday early afternoon the store is not too busy, but today the store is more crowded than we've ever seen it in the last 6 years. There were several new customers who had to be shown how to use the quarters to get the shopping carts. The new customers were amazed at how low the prices were. Judging from some of the cars of the new shoppers they were driving, they were pretty affluent. Fortunately, the Aldi store had a lot more staff in the store, more staff than we've ever seen in an Aldi's. The store was pretty well stocked, no obvious shortages. When we asked the cashier, she told us they had been crazy busy lately and no sign of business slacking off. Just more proof that everyone, including affluent people, are feeling the bite of inflation and trying to make their dollars go as far as possible. This is a guy from Vermont. He was at a restaurant, no French fries available. This year, I've had to continually strive to maintain my mental health. In January, I lost my job because I did not get this. February, my car broke down. I had spent $700 to get it fixed. February also, I started a new job, so that was good. My rent has been raised twice from $550 to $800 a month. I'm struggling paycheck to paycheck. Then they had a death in the family. Then they had more car trouble. It's just been a struggle for her. And to end it, she said, I am now a widowed single mama of 4 and doing my best. If you can help people, please help people. There's people suffering. I get tons of emails. It's heartbreaking. So if you can bring some light into this world, please bring some light into this world. Also, this will be the last one. I teach at a low-income rural school. Last week, a child asked if she could take a nap during recess because she hadn't slept that night before because her house was so cold. I am concerned that this is only the beginning of what we will see this winter because parents can't afford to heat their house adequately. I will end it there, but I will say a few of these touched me. Our government, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, are so concerned about helping the world, helping Ukraine, helping everyone but Americans. It will come a day that we, the people, be it Democrat, Republican, and Independent, need to stand up and say enough is enough. We have needs in this country. Hundreds and thousands of people are all around you that are in need. It is time we take care of our own. Thanks for watching.